Now, when he was deployed to the Middle East or right back here at home in Southern California, John McBrearty has always found a way to give back to others. As a lieutenant colonel in the United States Army, he brought the great game of golf to soldiers and the people of Iraq. Now retired, John is a prolific author, writing on American history as well as golf books for children. Our Chris Hayrie caught up with John to highlight the many projects that has changed the game.
John, you built a golf course.
Yes, sir.
In Iraq. First of all, how did you do that? And second of all, what was your motivation for doing it?
My motivation was to share with soldiers who were stuck in this forward operating base in Iraq, getting shot at. In combat operations, they had no release, no outlets other than work. We were working 7 days a week, 24-hour operations. So I thought that golf would be a great release for these guys. And, and it also exposed the Iraqi people to some of our culture. So I brought my pitching wedge, a couple balls in my rucksack. So I was doing some practicing on my off time. And then the Iraqi guys kept coming over saying, hey man, can I try that? Can I try that? And gave me the idea, let me do this, let me expand on it. So I got with some engineers, we designed a driving range, I added a putting green.
Wow.
Callaway Golf resourced us with golf clubs and balls. And before you know it, I had all the materials in place. I took it up to the higher ups, the brass, for their blessing. They couldn't say no, because I had everything in place.
It was a covert operation, you said.
Yes, sir. I didn't tell anybody. It was on the down low, but it worked. And before you know it, we had a fully functional golf training facility and a 9-hole golf course. And the rest is kind of history.
Isn't it the perfect example of what you were saying, bringing people together, golf?
Yeah.
You said it, the Iraqis there, seeing a golf course, wondering maybe what it is in the American culture, and you were really uniting people over there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's Golf Week or Golf Digest said that he actually had a positive influence on the war in his own little way through golf, because it brought our cultures together. And when I'd go out to practice, which wasn't too often, all the Iraqi children would come over and watch. They thought I was like a big shot, like a Tiger Woods guy, and I'm just kind of a weekend golfer. But then that's when I started teaching them. And you see in the book, there's pictures of me teaching the Iraqi kids, and then the Iraqi parents come over. Then the soldiers came over, and before you knew it, these guys were up and running, in the golf game. I'm gonna show you the 4 steps first, and they're gonna have you do it.
Joe, we spin it forward with this book. One of the things he said to me is that you need to make this fun for kids, because if it's not fun, what are we even doing, right? How do you make it fun?
My first chapter is the parental psychology of golf. And I tell the parents over and over, 1, safety, of course. 2, have fun. Dude, excellent. Good job. Don't nitpick them. Don't critique every swing, because a lot of them aren't going to be great swings. Give them encouragement and let them know when they do well. And that father-son time, or daughter, mother, whatever, aunt, uncle, grandparents, that's the quality time you spend one-on-one time with your child. And that's what's most important. And if you make it fun for the kid, they're going to gravitate to the sport. That line right now is going to the right. I want that line right to the hole.
When you saw that he was going to put a book together for children, what was your reaction, and what advice did you give?
Because we've had so many lessons together, we talk probably half the lessons just about life skill and kid skills and war skills. And I was in the Vietnam era and he was in Iraq, and so we had so many experiences there that brought us together. Knowing John, that he didn't say much, but he's a hero, and I mean, what can you say?